which is the highest stage, and a vision obtained after a successful digital transformation. With personal government, Jamii Portal and Jamii Wallet are among building blocks and use cases that will see the country smoothly transform itself among global digital economic powers. With Jamii Exchange, the President of Tanzania, Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, is proud to welcome all African countries to participate on this Suluhu platform for cross-border data sharing between countries. It is high time now Africa sets regulatory framework to enable use of data sharing within and outside the borders by leveraging the Jamii Exchange developed by African innovators for African people to support digital transformation in Africa for economic development of our people. God bless Tanzania. God bless Africa. Na kazi iendelee. Tanzania.
To complete the project. And by this time, almost 74% of the 758 wards have been brought on air and they are providing service. The total subsidy used is 126 billion Tanzania shillings. So thanks to the High Excellent President Samia Suluhu Hassan who provided the fund to implement the projects. On the service levy, okay, we charge 1.25 of the gross annual income from the mobile operator. The law provides up to 1.5%, but currently we are charging 1.25%. 1.25% of the gross annual income. Karibu sana.
And in that, we have done the number of initiatives in terms of transforming the government systems to improve service delivery, We also made the national digital identity system, so that to have the number of, to ensure all the citizens in the country are digitally identified. Also, we have improved what we call the national Jamii Exchanger platform, the system that integrates all the systems to improve the service delivery. And through that, we managed to develop what we call the system called Digital Ledger to improve the National Revenue Authority for revenue collection and all that. But also, we improved the system from multiple government institutions for the sake of making sure that core business operations are operated digitally, and all that. My colleagues also will state some of the initiatives as well.
Honorable Ministers, at the country we are implementing National Physical Addressing System. It is an identification system. It is an identification system through house numbers, street names, and postcode. We have implemented countrywide following the directives of Honorable President Samia Suluhu Hassan, as she directed to implement it countrywide through special operation known as Operation Anwani za Makazi in 2022. Now in the country we have more than 12 million point 8 physical addresses registered as the country. And it is very important as one of the tools to enhance digital economy. As it is mentioned, we have a digital economy strategy in place in the country. Now, we have to implement that strategy, and we need physical addresses as one of the very important tools. It helps us to fasten home deliveries in the country. It helps us to improve identification issues within the country, as we now know where to deliver services in case of emergencies and everything. We have addressed the whole country in all 26 regions in Tanzania mainland and all 5 regions in Tanzania Zanzibar. And we also are in good position to improve our security issues and home deliveries, and we have integrated the system with all other service deliveries systems in the country. That is National Physical Addressing System. As you can see in our screen, here we are, address number 10, Shaban Robert Street, and that's the postcode. Yeah, so everything is now digitally, and citizen can access some services through a National Physical Addressing System. You can download, you can install in your devices, and you can navigate from one place to another when you're in Tanzania through the National Physical Addressing System. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. How are you? Really a pleasure to welcome you to the ICANN booth, the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. With me is June, my colleague. My name is Bob Ochieng. I'm a Senior Director at ICANN. Of course, we are hosted by the lovely Gabriel here from Tanzania. ICANN is responsible for coordinating Internet unique identifiers, you know, the dot of this world. And I'm sure you are very much familiar with .tz. So every country has got an equivalent dot. So .tz for Tanzania, .ke for Kenya, .ug for Uganda. And we make sure that, you know, that name is globally acceptable and usable and unique, so that if you do TCRA, this deeper collaboration to bring more names, African names and languages online. So this is by, in a very short summary, what ICANN does behind the scenes to make the internet work the way it works today. So really a pleasure to have you join us today. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome to Pan-African Youth Ambassador for Internet Governance. My name is Abraham Fifi Selby from Ghana. This is
Alembe Joseph from Tanzania.
I am Jacqueline Jijide from Malawi.
Okay, all right. So we have some of our ambassadors here and fellows here. This is a facilitator, then I'm a lead facilitator. What is PAYAG? PAYAG, this is what we do. From 2023 to now, we've trained 2,000 fellows from 53 African countries. We are promoting local content on internet governance. So we train in 5 languages: Swahili, Arabic, English, Portuguese, and French. So each year we select 1,000 fellows and we train them on 5 different languages. So what they are fluent on, then we train them. So people in Tanzania, East African countries are on Swahili cohorts, and this is the facilitator, and we have others. It's a youth base, so we start from 18 to 30 years, then we train them on internet governance stuff. So each year, after selecting the 1,000, we have online platform. They move through there, we train them, we do online section, then they do courses, write exams, then we give them certification. After that, we select 100 ambassadors each year, 20 from each cohort. So the cohort is the English, Swahili, then Portuguese and French and Arabic. What we do is that these 100 cohorts come from 20 fellows from each group, then we select. Then we train them much more how they can engage in their community, how they can build capacity within the internet governance on that. So we have done 2,000 from 2023 to 2024. Last year, we sent 12 of our ambassadors to Global AfIGF in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. They make impact, they make engagement and that. And also this year, we have been nominated for the Wizards Prize on Action Line 8, which is we have. So after that, you are all entitled to our chocolate and also get our cards and everything. So what we want to do is that we want to promote internet governance in local content, because there are some people from, let's say, Tanzania who don't understand English, but how can they safeguard themselves on internet? So we have to find the content on internet governance only not in English, but Swahili, French, Arabic, because the local people also need to understand the internet governance perspective. So this is what we are doing. And we have also pledged on ITU partner to connect to train more people across Africa. So what we are doing is based on Africa, just to promote internet governance in local content. If you have any question, then I'll also give you to share a brief about her journey and why she's here through the process and why she's here. Jacqueline.
Thank you so much. So I am Jacqueline Jijide, as I said, from Malawi. And I am the first ambassador for 2023 for PAYAG. And ever since that, I graduated from the program. I've been training my country people, that's people in Malawi, starting from the government primary schools, about digital skills and also how they can navigate through the internet, more especially the youth, because whenever they will see an application, maybe to say you can apply through email or Google Forms, that limits them. So I'm there to provide some special skills for them that they can also navigate through the digital space, and more especially in Chichewa, because that's our local language, and I want them to know what is happening in the internet space. So ever since, it has been a very great journey training people in all manner of internet, and also presenting in platforms virtually and even here. So I'm here actually to represent Malawi and my people, the youth, and at the same time also to preach about PAYAG and allowing young men to also take part, because nothing for us without us. So we are here representing to make sure that they're also taking part in the internet governance.
Okay. All right, thank you. So he's here to also speak in, since we are in Swahili land, My network is not good, so I cannot speak the Swahili well. So he's going to speak Swahili on the. He has been a good trainer since 2023, so he knows the people in Swahili. So he's going to then.
Ya, Mheshimiwa Waziri, karibu. Na tuko hapa kama Fifi alivyoelezea, ni kwa sababu tunatamani internet space iweze kuwafikia watu wengi zaidi. Sio kwa sababu sisi ambao tumepata bahati ya kufika shuleni, lakini kuna watu wanatumia hizi devices kwa maana vifaa vya simu na mawasiliano, lakini lugha ambayo inatengenezewa kama default language ni lugha za kigeni. Kwa hiyo tunapambana kuhakikisha kwamba tuna localize au tunafanya iwe ieleweke kwa kila Mtanzania, kwa kila mtu ambaye anazungumza lugha ya Kiswahili kwa urahisi. Kwa sababu kuna maneno mengine huwezi kumwelezea mtu ambaye hajafika at least hata form 4, kwa hiyo haelezi kuzungumza lugha ya Kiingereza, akitafsiri lugha ya Kiswahili kwenye simu kidogo bado ni changamoto kulingana na Kiswahili. Kuna kile ambacho tunakizungumza, lakini kuna Kiswahili kile ambacho kinaandikwa kwa maana kutokana na misamiati ya BAKITA. Kwa sasa tunaweka katika lugha rahisi zaidi ili kila mmoja aweze kuelewa, ili pia kila mmoja aweze kuwa na nafasi ya kuweza kuwa na mawasiliano ambayo ni yakinifu na mazuri.
Okay. All right, so last one, he also speak on French. Just a brief minute.
Oui, je suis Yves Ondema, je suis de la RDC. Je suis aussi ambassadeur PAYAC. Comme vous le savez, nous sommes dans une région où il y a des choses trop difficiles, mais avec PAYAC, nous faisons de tout notre mieux pour que Internet, pour que tout le monde sache ce que Internet et qu'il puisse s'en approprier. C'est un peu ça, merci.
So what we want help that we have a virtual platform training. So we want capacity building support, like financial support, because we don't have the finance. So we need African government and partners to come so that we can train more people in internet governance. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Honorable. So this is the stand of the outer NEPAD, African Union Development Agency, NEPAD, which is the technical arm of the African Union. So this is the ICT event, and then we are here to advocate for the PIDA projects within the ICT sector. So you all know the PIDA, which is the Program for Infrastructure Development in Africa, which has 4 sectors, helping countries construct the transport sector, the water sector, energy sector, and also the ICT sector. Here is an IGF, which is mainly for ICT. So we are here to advocate for investment to see to the construction of these projects. So at the back here, you will see the regional projects that are involved in the PIDA. We have 11 projects as at now in our portfolio that the AUD NEPAD is supporting. What will be very critical, PIDA is Program Infrastructure for Development in Africa. So main program infrastructure, Program for Infrastructure Development, yeah. So what will be interested is the project that involves Tanzania and DRC, Tanzania and Mozambique. The extension of the fiber optic cable from Tanzania to DRC, and then the extension of the fiber optic cable from Tanzania to Mozambique. So Honorable, since you are here, these projects have been lagging for some time now. I think the Tanzanian side has advanced more, but then the DRC and then the Mozambique side has not been advanced. So your presence will indulge you to ensure that we can advocate for its advancement both sides. We've already spoken to the countries, we've spoken to Mozambique, we've spoken to DRC, but we also need the support of you at the high level to make sure that they all come at equal, and then we see that the continent is connected. Aside that, we have a project of data center in the ACAS region. We also have a project in the SADC region, which is also a data center. The rest are in ECOWAS and then East Africa, which are all extension of fiber optic cables. So we are here to attract investment to support these countries develop these projects.
Hello, hello. Karibu sana. We are with the Internet Society and Internet Society Foundation. We are charitable organizations that work towards the mission and vision of making the Internet for everyone. Our organization goes back to 1992. It was founded by two of the Internet's early pioneers, Vint Cerf and Bob Kahn. And they really had this vision of the Internet as being something that could be a public infrastructure, something that could be serving the public for good to help people improve their lives and livelihoods. So what we do is advocacy and capacity building all over the world to really help develop the Internet, keep everyone, I guess all stakeholders who are interested in the potential benefits of the Internet involved in its development. So we do all kinds of work. We do some fellowship programs to help people engage in multi-stakeholder governance of the Internet. We also do fellowships to help people develop their careers in this, and we do grant making as well. So we do quite a bit of funding in the field. We're actually one of today's sponsors for Africa IGF, and we fund many IGFs all over the world, across Africa, across all regions, and even the global IGF. We also... we're based both in the United States and Switzerland, or where our two key offices are, but we have staff all over the world, more than 30 different countries. We also work with a network of what are called Internet Society chapters, and these are sort of grassroots affiliate organizations that start up really in any country where they want to be doing the same sort of work that we support. So we even have an Internet Society Tanzania chapter, and they've been doing some great work here. They're especially interested in building up affordable connectivity solutions. So supporting what we call community networks. These are sort of low-cost internet cooperatives, sort of like a local ISP. And so they've actually built a really nice project right here in Kigamboni, which we saw earlier this week. It's sort of a low-cost network where they have certain members that pay in and can have an internet service. Who is powering it? It's Internet Society Tanzania. The ISP, it's TTL or TTCL, yeah. Yeah, so they sort of are able to purchase it in bulk, and then it's sort of distributed, through a cooperative organization. It's about 15,000 Tanzanian shillings, yeah. Yeah, month to month, yeah. Yeah, so that's some of the work we do, and they, of course, do a lot of outreach, and we support outreach on helping people, especially in rural areas, learning how to use the Internet safely online, how to avoid scams, how to, I guess, safely encrypt emails, things like that, and keep themselves safe. Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
We usually have a good partnership with our chapters. For example, the Tanzania chapter that has been very integral in this event as well, and in many other countries. So we have close to, I think, over 120 chapters in different countries all over the world, and individual membership of more than individuals and even 80 organizations. So again, our work is very focused on helping the people to have an open, globally secure experience, trustworthy experience online. And we can't do that without our chapters. We can't do that without the members and the people. And so thank you for also being here and for inviting us. Karibuni sana. Yes. Asante sana.
ICT backbone and also the rural coverage project. And so the whole idea for Huawei is trying to see how we can accelerate national digital transformation in Africa. And so that is why in Huawei, the theme currently is we are now moving away from bridging the digital divide to public services intelligence. Why? Because we already do have solutions. Actually, we are implementing solutions already in Tanzania, meaning no matter how remote the village is, we do have a solution to get it connected to the national grid. And that is what we are calling the digital village. But now, the aspect, once they are connected, What else? What next? And that is the aspect of now bringing in the intelligence or public service intelligence. And with that, allow me just show you this. So the whole idea is, if I have my national ID, I don't have to carry a wallet. I should be able to go to a hospital. They know me. They know my details. I can be able to get healthcare services. I should be able to walk to a school. They get my details from the school. I don't have to carry documents. And so this is the aspect of a digital society. And having everything connected digitally, the government is digitally connected, the economy is digitally connected. And what does Huawei do? Huawei works on the infrastructure. We build the infrastructure, and the whole idea is the infrastructure is not owned by Huawei. The infrastructure is the property of the government of Tanzania. And that's why with the national cloud infrastructure, there are 3 S's which are very significant. It is secure, it is sovereign, and it is synergized, meaning everything is communicating and directly with each other. And from that, I could just show you the most important aspect is the data enablement. Basically, data from Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, NSSF should all be integrated together from one platform. But in order for it to be integrated to one platform, that is where the aspect of the national cloud comes in. And so the beauty with Huawei is we are not only looking at the government side, we're also looking at the private sector side and the small enterprises. That is why we have also introduced a lot of industry solutions for government, for hospitals, for hotels, retail shops, schools, factories, name it, name the type of industry. We have a solution that has been optimized and customized for that aspect. An example would be right there on the booth. There are a set of equipment for, they give you the quality of an enterprise, a big and large enterprise, but for customized for like a retail shop, which you have, let's say, 20 users, 30 users. So you need the experience and quality of the services. At the same time, I don't need to get something that is very expensive because it will increase on my cost very high. And so that is how we are optimizing the different solutions in Huawei in order to fit each and every aspect and sector in the government of Tanzania. Thank you so much. This information can easily be shared with you. We shall be able to share with you. Yes, please.
So you have a website?
Yes, yes. Yes, sir. It's actually accessible from the books. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Tanzania Telecommunication Corporation's booth, and in front of you are Ms. Farida Bimalik Kabemera. Through our national ICT backbone, we have managed to extend net fiber connectivity to 112 districts out of 139 districts, and through that we have managed to reach all citizens in our country with internet services. Through that, to 112 districts in our country, and the construction of fiber is still continuing, whereby we have coverage of 14,000 kilometers so far. With that coverage, we are able to provide fiber to the home service, whereby we provide internet service to households all over the country, and our citizens provide zero installation costs, and they are only required to pay for monthly bundles only. And also, TTCL manages our national NIDC, National Data Center, whereby we provide storage capacity to operators and organizations in the country. And through that, this is very much managed by our national ICT backbone, whereby you can see that map there, which shows our coverage throughout the country. And right now we have been able to route to Aikolo, Mombasa, also in Johannesburg, which means we can transfer our data connectivity from the landing station of the undersea cables, Seacom Easy to Africa and many more, all the way from Dar es Salaam to Mombasa. This enables connectivity of internet throughout the country and across our neighboring countries. As you can see this topology, we have POPs all around our borders, around the country. We have our POP at Mtambaswala in Mozambique. We have our POP at Malawi, Tunduma. We have a POP at Rusumo, Mtukula, Horohoro, Namanga, and many others. This enables intensive fiber coverage across our country and enables us to serve our neighboring countries with internet. Also, apart from all those services, we also have mobile services, whereby we have phones, we have routers, we have these portable Wi-Fis, whereby one can Yes, and it uses fiber. When you have fiber connection at your home, you also have this. And with fiber, you are able to get services like, yes, and with fiber to your home, you'll get internet, which will enable you to get Netflix, YouTube, and all internet services that you require, as long as you have fiber at your services. And our packages are very affordable. They're not very expensive for our normal citizens to access. We are TTCL, Tanzania Telecommunications Corporation, and we manage the national ICT backbone together with the National Internet Data Center. Yes. You're warmly welcome. Yes, yes, yes. And we serve all other operators in the country. Yes, asante, karibu sana. Inatumia namba za TTCL. 002. This one. Yeah. Yeah, karibu. Telecommunications Corporation.
Good afternoon, sir. You're warmly welcome to Radi Group of Companies. Radi Group of Companies is